Thank you for watching this video. What I want to talk with you about this time is the 3 phases of retirement. Now, we kind of look at the phases as, and I had one client who put it as, you have the golf, you have the golf, and then you have the no golf. You have the different phases. Another client put it that you dance a lot faster when you're 60 than when you're 80. Okay, so you kind of get the picture there. So what are the 3 phases? Well, basically, in our experience, what happens is that when someone retires, they've been working, they've been saving their money and all of that. So now they have a lot of leisure time because they're not working anymore. And it's kind of like the rubber band breaks and they go off and they want to play. They want to do a lot of things. We call it your second childhood without parental supervision. And so that's expensive. So that first phase of your retirement, that first 10 years usually, is more expensive than the other phases. Why? Because you're going on cruises, you're playing golf, you're entertaining, you're doing all those things that cost money. Before, you had your nose to the grindstone and you were going to work all the time and you just had to buy lunch every day and that was about it, and maybe gas to get back and forth. So your expenses tend to go up, your activities tend to go up during that first phase. Phase number 2 is the next 10 years. So let's say you retired at 65, we'd say from 65 to 75, phase 1, 75 to 85 is phase 2. During this phase, what we find is that clients still are active, but they're not as active. They kind of got a lot of the stuff they wanted to do out of their system in phase 1. So now they're still doing their favorite stuff, but not as much of it. And they tend to be more local. They want to be with their family and those kind of things. So if anything, their cost of living actually goes down in that second phase. And then the third phase, which would be when you're over 80, at that point, then what happens with most people is they slow way down. There's not a lot of traveling anymore, and they eat less. There's a lot of things that become less and less. And so that actually we see clients' cost of living go down even more. Now, Department of Labor statistics actually validate the fact that as you get older, your cost of living goes down. Not your medical bills, but your cost of living. So in your planning process, you want to accommodate for the first phase, which is higher expenses, higher inflation. The second phase, which is still active, but not as, lower cost of living, lower growth in the inflation. And the third phase where potentially you could go down. Now, this all is assuming that you don't get eaten up by medical bills, and that's why it's so important to make sure that you have proper medical insurance coverage. Because if you don't have that, then everything I just said does not apply. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I hope it was instructive. We have lots of other videos that I encourage you to watch on our website, which is moneymatters.net. Thanks again.